Hello everyone, welcome to our third episode on It's Time. On this episode, I'll be talking about the need for African business people to begin to think aggressively about the benefit of partnerships. And on the next episode, I'll be talking about how to find the right partner. We know the saying that says, if you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go with others. We understand the saying, but it's very difficult for many African business people to practicalize this saying and take advantage of using the expertise of partners. It is common to find African men coming together, putting money together to buy drinks and have a good time. It is very difficult to find African men putting money together to start a business. On this episode, I'd like to talk about how we can create partnerships and make it work. Many big businesses in Africa are already in the business of partnerships. For example, we know of the fiber optic company Main One partnering with Tata to expand fiber across the continent. This partnership is benefiting both parties because Tata is very invested in Africa, Main One is invested in Africa, and now together they are looking at finding opportunities in Europe. We know about Dangote and how well he's doing. Dangote couldn't have gone that far if he didn't use relationships and partnerships. Therefore, why do we not want to take opportunity or take the chance to come together and help each other? On the last episode, I talked about why the Lebanese and Indians succeed in Africa. And one of the key things I didn't really emphasize was their desire to partner each other and ensure that they achieve a common goal. Partnership does not mean sharing your business 50-50 with another. Partnership can also mean sharing resources, sharing customers, passing on a business opportunity to your brother, asking for favors, and going into an agreement together to go find a business together. Our biggest weakness today is the go solo mentality. The go solo mentality is when people want to own everything and do everything alone. That won't take us far. We need to begin to think, how do we network with our friends, our fellow business partners, the African diaspora, and other people who have the expertise we need to grow our business. It is sad that many businesses die because they are not able to scale to a point where they can sustain themselves. One way to do that is partnering with other businesses. Think about it. If even the large airline companies in the world are able to come together and form something they call the Sky Team, and the idea is for them to share the benefits in the industry. One organization supports the other. That is how we need to begin to think. So we don't want to have a situation where a mom and pop shop remains a mom and pop shop for the next 30 years. It is time for us to think about how to scale our businesses through partnerships. I am not oblivious of the fact that partnerships may not always work. Partnerships, like marriages, do not always work. But when they work, it's just beautiful. So I just want to encourage us to begin to adventure into the realm of forming strong partnerships in Africa. Also, partnerships are the only way for us to cross from one country to the next. If my business goes to Nigeria, I may need a Nigerian to help me understand the regulatory environment in Nigeria. Without that, I may not be very successful going into Nigeria as a Ghanaian business. How can we make partnerships work? The first thing is looking for a good partner. Somebody you can trust, somebody who has the skill set you are looking for. When you've done that, one of the things we need to then do is begin with handling the worst case scenarios at the beginning of the partnerships. The worst case scenario may be looking at what happens if the whole adventure goes south and how do we resolve it together. It may mean who takes what if the business goes bust. Once you've done that, you need to now begin to put that in writing and look at what it means legally for protections for both parties. As we go into partnership, we need to think about win-win approaches to build a business. We need to think, what is my partner most interested in? And how can I make sure that my partner gets that while I get what I also want? There's a clarion call to Africans in the diaspora to begin to think about Africa as their home. And a lot of people are coming into this part of the world with great business ideas and are desiring to start something and build Africa up. Those people coming do not have local knowledge or partners. A lot of them desire that they would find things smooth here. The sad thing is that it's quite difficult to do business in Africa. It's easier for we here to cope with some of these challenges. We need to begin to also think, how can we partner with our brothers and sisters in the diaspora to take Africa to its rightful place? Asia, with particular reference to China, became a world power not by just relying on Chinese. A lot of Chinese people who went to the West and learned all sorts of things came back to China and partnered with local Chinese people to turn the story of China around. Africa can do the same. As the president of Ghana calls African diaspora to come home, I think Africans in here should begin to think, how can we partner with our brothers and sisters to create businesses that create more billionaires in Africa? We don't have enough millionaires in Africa. And when you have a people that do not have large capital, it affects the quality of life generally, because people with big money are able to do things that cascade to the bottom of their society. I want to challenge you as you go and think about starting a business to also think about finding the right partners to help your business go to the next level. On the next episode, I'll be talking about the processes and the steps to evaluate a partner and ensure that you get what is necessary to scale your business. See you in the next one. If you enjoyed this video and you learned from it, please don't forget to click the subscribe button, share the video, and also don't forget to click the bell. When we release another video, you would get a notification that will allow you also learn from the content we are sharing. It is time to build the Africa you would love to see.